what's going on, everybody? My name is Aika Kitsune, or Chloe, and welcome to Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies, a little mini, just talking video, just a little, sort of an update video, not really, just a little. I realize I have the wrong mags on, but it doesn't matter because I don't have them on correctly anyway. Oh, monkey. But yeah, this is mainly just a sort of just talking about, at least in my opinion, the state of Call of Duty. From someone who really likes the game and not really, it's not really the state of just Call of Duty the whole, just the state of like games and more or less how I'm feeling on certain games and like what I want to play versus what is popular. Oh, what? So I haven't played Zombies since the new update, so I'm very lost at what's going on. Purge, the fuck is this? This.
Strike a blow against Cortifex.
But
once again, we plunge into battle. Only now are we truly alive.
yeah, there's a lot going on just in terms of games with like NFTs and just weird bullshit that I'm not interested in at all. So captured rune. But yeah, it's sort of just my whole opinion on the thing is NFTs suck. They aren't good for anyone. Neither the artist who makes the art, the person buying them, and everything involved. Like, especially if it's gaming related, it's just a waste of resources and time. But in general, games right now have actually been surprisingly good in terms of like overall gameplay. Obviously, there's decisions in the games made by the devs that are kind of questionable, like the Halo XP stuff, which I've heard has been very back and forth. You go downstairs. There's probably two more down in the main building. God, it's like it's so loud. Where's the last rune? There it is. There we go. But yeah, in terms of actual games, they've been decent. There's been obviously some hiccups with games, like obviously again, Halo with the XP stuff that I've heard has been kind of bad. Vanguard having a lot of its issues, like the Panzerfaust especially having issues. SCG M1 Garand for those who still have that issue is annoying. What else? Battlefield 2042 being a mess. What other games are there? I don't know. Like, in my opinion, I don't pay attention to a lot of games anymore. I just kind of pay attention to the games I care about. Destiny 2, Call of Duty. Like, those are really the only two. I like Minecraft and stuff like that. Among Us. Like, speaking of Among Us, by the way, it's on Xbox. Expect a video eventually, hopefully soon, on Among Us. Because I'd love to do a collab with a bunch of VTubers and stuff. Playing Among Us. I missed the game. It's a fun game, and like, don't get me wrong, I feel like it has run its course at this point, but it's still a fun game. It's not gonna change anything. I played a little bit of it just for the sake of trying to feel how it feels to controller in comparison to PC. I'll probably still play it on PC. But if I ever am, like, not in the mood to set up the PC all the way up to that, or I'm having PC issues with it or something, I have the backup of console.
I won't say no to this.
But, yeah, ooh. Did they open up? Oh, okay, no, it's just because they opened this up. But, yeah, it's like right now, I'd say games are in a very iffy spot in terms of a lot of things. In my opinion, I feel like games are in a good spot in comparison to what they were during 2020. Constantly getting delayed, constantly getting set back due to the no-no plague. I can't say what it's actually called in fear of getting my channel terminated, but you get the idea. Oh, Panzer. Panzer? Wait. I'll try it. Screw it. I get to really use it. Swift Vengeance. Your weapons deal more damage fast you move out. Shortly after you start moving. Death Blow. Death Blow. It's always been better. But, yeah, it's just been very rough in terms of games being worked on that are, like, single player. Because, like, for me, a lot of games that have been worked on single player that I've been looking forward to have either been delayed or just not worked out, like Cyberpunk, especially.
Feeling sluggish. Cortifex's magic steals your demon's power.
But mainly, just the thing I want to bring up is I like games that have come out. Like, the past year of games has been fairly decent. And especially Cold War having a season that it had. It was amazing. But, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of games have their problems. I'm not a huge Halo person. I like the campaign, the Combat Evolved campaign, so I really can't talk much more else about the game other than that. And the one Halo video I did, I sucked and haven't really played it much else since. So I can't really comment on it, really. But, other than that, the only really issues I've had with games is, like, devs either not listening or feeling detached from the communication that they're receiving. At least specifically with COD, it feels like. At least a little bit more recently. They're getting better as of late, but sort of Vanguard, it definitely felt like they were very detached and very much not listening. But they're getting better. It's understandable with the holidays being around. It makes sense why they haven't been listening super well, but they're improving. Battlefield's been a mess, apparently. I have really no idea. I played the beta for that one video, or the trial for that one video. Wasn't able to play the beta. I've always loved Battlefield games. My favorite one's Battlefield 1, personally, just because that's the first one I ever played. I got it free with my Xbox One. So I just enjoyed it from there. It was a free copy, so I enjoyed it. It was fun. But I definitely feel like a lot of games are suffering from what I've liked to call Fortnite syndrome, which is they try so hard to basically compete with Fortnite that they sacrifice quality over quantity. Because they want to try and keep up with Fortnite and how much quality or quantity of, like, updates and stuff like that, and how much they do in the game, and then they end up basically sacrificing the actual quality of the game at base to just push out updates and keep the game constantly floating. Warzone's definitely an example of it working to a degree. As somebody who doesn't like Warzone that much, I can't deny Warzone is definitely working in terms of being the Fortnite equivalent for Call of Duty. But it definitely has its issues. I'm not gonna lie, it has problems. But I'd say the main thing that really I want to talk about in terms of, like, games is, like, I don't care at all about a game as long as the intentions of the people making the game isn't malicious in terms of like EA's original Battlefront 2 design, where it was just, yeah, we made this game and we know we have to monetize it, so we're gonna make our main way of being able to play the game basically locked by monetization. That's what I consider like a predatory game, like mechanic or whatever, is when they just straight up make something that could easily just be solved with something that could have easily been prevented by not doing it. They just do it anyway and make it worse than it needs to be. And I will still stand by this. I don't like battle passes. They aren't great. I'd say the best battle pass system I've ever seen was probably like a Destiny 2's and Black Ops 4's. Because Destiny 2 up until recently, or actually they're still doing it, but it was definitely a lot better before in Shadowkeep than it was to Beyond Light, in my opinion. But in Shadowkeep, you had the Battle Pass or their Seasonal Pass system, which is basically 100 tiers of content, etc., etc. And then at you also had your little Bright Engram stuff, which is basically your sparrows, your ships, your shaders, your ghosts, your ornaments, all that stuff, all behind Bright Engrams, which you could actually purchase. They then eventually, obviously, we're in the state now where shaders are basically just in the store, and there's no engrams or anything for them, as well as you can earn them from other sources, etc., etc. Like the quest for Dawning right now, you can get like 3 or 4. But the main thing is, there's no way other than like doing the battle pass to earn bright engrams. Don't get me wrong, I understand them not making them purchasable, but I feel like I would much rather purchase a bunch of them because of the fact that I like opening them, because I like trying to earn ornaments that are cool for guns that I may not use. Because, like, for example, right, there's an ornament for Ace of Spades that I'm not a huge fan of. And it turns the Ace of Spades on the gun to a chicken. It's supposed to be, like, based off the Colonel, Cade's, Colonel. I don't want to spend money on that. So, I much rather have it be able to buy Brent engrams to maybe try and get a certain sparrow that I want, or a ship. And obviously you have to it caps out, so you can only have like 10 engrams. That's across Umbral, Prime, and Bright, or Everest engrams. So, obviously I understand, yeah, there's a cap of how many you can buy, but at the same time, I would much rather have the ability to do it for the sake of I could earn something for free and have it be a bunch of them in one go, rather than constantly grind out levels and just get them randomly. Either that, or put them in the free track more, like, put them in the free track every 5 levels. And then, obviously, for certain ones, you can't put it in there, but, like, you know what I mean? Just, I'd want to have more bright engrams. So I like the feeling of opening something and not knowing what you're gonna get. That's why I like the mystery box, right? I can go over and hit the mystery box, I don't know what gun I'm gonna get. And, yeah, it's RNG, but in the grand scheme of things, at least with, like, bright engrams and alpha packs and Siege, they're all cosmetic. I understand, like, the argument of having like weapons and supply drops like Black Ops, or from Advanced Warfare to Black Ops 4, but at least with Black Ops 4 and Infinite Warfare onward, you could earn them. Supply drops only just major process faster, but you could still earn them if you played the game enough. Hell, I have all the weapons in Black Ops 4, all the weapons in Infinite Warfare. World War II, well, not all of them World War II. I have all of the, ones that came out during that year. I don't have any of the ones that came out post-launch, or like in year 2 of World War II. But like, Modern Warfare Remastered, I don't have any of them just because I didn't play the game. But, I like the incentive to be able to play the game and earn free items. I understand not having predatory loot boxes, even though, in my opinion, I don't consider them gambling. Because gambling would mean you're spending money to get a item of equivalent value. Like, if I were to spend $5, I have the chance of either tripling it to 15, doubling it to 10, like multiplying it by 4 for 20, etc., etc. But with supply drops, you're just burning money. So it's technically not gambling, at least in my head. I'm trying to just get points, by the way. That's why I'm not really finishing this right now. I'm going to finish it now since we got double points up, but... yeah. You kind of get the idea, though, right? It's like, I want more ways to earn content that you would usually have to pay for. Like, for the store content in, like, Modern Warfare, Cold War, and Vanguard, give me, like, a supply drop similar system to where all it does is you earn it through in-game challenges, or you give it, like, perfect example is, right, Siege Alpha Packs are only earnable in-game and are purchasable with an in-game currency that can only be obtained in-game. You cannot purchase Alpha Packs with real money. I want them to do something like that for COD, where you cannot spend money on these little, like, let's call them, like, supply drops, right? I want a way to be able to not spend money on supply drops, but still get the store items for free, earned in-game relatively fairly. Like, obviously not, like, so fair that it's, like, there's no reason to spend money, because obviously they need to make money. I'm not gonna just say, oh, Activision needs to go bankrupt or anything, but it's like, devs need to make money regardless. Like, they have it's a job. You know what I mean? It's like, they need to make money. It's a business, rather. But fair enough to where that it's reasonable to be able to get items for free, but it's also, like, you still have a chance of getting the good stuff eventually. Like, I would say, like, duplicate protection. Just add, if they're gonna add some supply drops, just make there be duplicate protection and loot protection, so that you don't get the same thing multiple times. And if they're not gonna do that, at least give you a refund, like how they did with Black Ops 4, where if you got 3 duplicates, you got a guaranteed reroll of an item. And again, I will say this. I don't want weapons and supply drops. I don't. I will stand by this. I don't like it. The way they did them in Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, were obviously not the worst, but there were games that have done way worse, Infinite Warfare being one of them, just because the Mark IIs were only available in supply drops, and they gave you way more of an advantage over the base version of the variants and stuff like that. And in general, it's a very touchy subject I don't like talking about, because I personally am of the opinion that supply drops aren't that bad. It's just when they add the weapons into the supply drops when it gets bad. And even then, people say, oh, it's pay to win. No. Pay to win would mean I could go to the store, I could leave this game, go to the store, and be able to buy something like the Cooper Carbine. That would be pay to win. Like buying the Ripper. The most pay-to-win weapon in Call of Duty is the Ripper from Ghosts, because you can buy it outright without buying the DLC. So, yeah. One of my favorite SMGs in Call of Duty is technically considered pay-to-win. Think about that for a minute. But, continuing on my point, I want there to be ways to earn items that are free in games. Whether it's through a pseudo-esque supply drop system, or alpha packs, or just something. Give me something to be able to grind out that basically gives me a way to earn the items, while also still giving me giving people a reason to pay for them if they don't want to go the supply drop route. Because there are people like, oh, thank you. There are people like me right now who can't afford to buy bundles, but they still want all the cool items. Having a, like, alpha pack system is perfect, because it will basically mean I can get everything for free. Obviously, with Siege, you have items like the elite skins and the operators that are locked behind paywalls, but that's different, in my opinion. Like, elite skins is you're buying a skin for an operator that shows you play this operator a lot. It's like me saying, oh, I'm going to buy this ornament for an exotic I use in Destiny 2, because I use that weapon a lot. But also, I would like to be able to get one for free for a weapon I may not use, so that if it ever becomes good in the future, I didn't waste money on... I'm not wasting money on a gun that sucks right now. Like, right now, like, for example, right? I have an ornament for, I believe it's Anarchy in Destiny 2, one of the broken grenade launchers, and I got the Siva-esque ornament. I'm not going to go in detail on what Siva is, but I got one of the ornaments for it for free because of the Bright Dust currency, which is a currency you can only earn in-game that you can use to buy cosmetics in the store. I have 2 Panzer Shreks here. That's cool. I'm going to go do the Harvest, because Harvest gives you more points as well as it's more fun. But you kind of get the idea, right? I want ways to earn things for free that do not detract from buying things. Like, if you want to buy, like, if I want to buy a skin directly, sure.
Look for runestones when you kill your enemies. They are filled with power, stolen from your demons.
Take the runestones to the obelisk.
Okay, I'm sorry for going off topic. But shout out to Dr. Liquid or Corey, because one, day 41 of him being banned and on COD, and two, he sent a video to me this morning of Master Chief on the Hot Pocket, and he since it's a running joke, if they put the Master Chief on the shoulder, he tweeted out to Russian Badger and he got a reply, and that is, it's not necessarily like, oh, I got a YouTuber reply to me, but it's the fact that of all people, it's Badger. Because it's Badger. What do you expect? He never tweets. He only tweets his new video out and then leaves. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll probably put the tweet up on screen, and maybe I'll put the video in, but god, yeah, shout out to him. He's he does stream sometimes. Obviously he's been banned on COD, so he hasn't really been playing much with me. So hopefully sooner rather than later, if I can get a external hard drive, we'll play some more Black Ops 3 customs. But I don't know. And actually, I'll probably talk about that next, since there's really nothing much else to talk about for the transactions thing, but just in general. How long is recording? 22 minutes? Alright, I'll go a little bit longer. I just don't want to have the video be too long. But one of the main reasons why certain games haven't been on the channel in a while, it's been a mixture of storage, interest, and overall just opinion on the game. So, first one I'll address, Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I don't have an excuse for that. That's just me deciding I wanted to take a break from the game, and then forgetting I had a series on it. Expect a couple episodes, probably in March, which is when it started, but expect more episodes on it. I promise. I'll have more episodes on it. I haven't been super interested in playing Fallout with all the games coming out, but I want to play New Vegas again. It was such a fun game that I played, stuff like that. The Pokemon Sword Let's Play, or the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke. I canceled that because I wanted to wait until I was able to safely randomize Pokemon Sword. The reason why I didn't wait for Pokemon Diamond is because Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I haven't played Diamond or Pearl in a really long time, and I wanted to try and do it again as an adult who had never beaten Pokemon Platinum or Diamond or Pearl on a playthrough. So that's why I'm kind of contradicting myself, saying I don't want to do Pokemon Let's Plays until I can randomize it, but then doing one of the new game. It's just because because Sword I've already played through once. Already on my own. I have two profiles on my Switch for a reason. Then we go down the route of games that I just haven't played in forever. And I will actually address one that I thought I'd never even bring up ever again. Fortnite. My opinion on Fortnite has always been, I don't like the game. It's made legitimately for children. Like, and that's not me insulting it. It's the truth. It was made for kids to play. It's a very PG-13, I'd say, game. Just guns. And it's not my thing. I just don't like it. The build mechanics are just stupid, and they seem very cheesy, and... Like, I don't want to say it doesn't take skill to build, but it feels so... It feels so cheesy, even though even though not many people can do it good. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how, God, I'm trying to think of a BR that has a similar... Or a game that has a similar cheesy mechanic. It's like the auto manual healing in BO4. It's not a great mechanic, but it kind of carries the game in terms of how it's played. You know what I mean? Because like you can play Fortnite without building. You're just going to be at an extreme disadvantage. Just like how I hate the loadouts in Warzone, which is why I choose not to use them unless I am streaming. In which, because chat will yell at me, and by chat I mean literally one person. But it's just, in general, I don't like cheesy mechanics in a game that feel like they detract from what the game is trying to do. Like, Fortnite's a BR, and it's like, Minecraft has building, and in their Hunger Games mode, they have, like, a build, some of them have building, but it's Minecraft. It's not like, in Minecraft, there's a lot of issues with lag that I would understand. With Fortnite, it's just like, I watch a lot of Fortnite build battles, like actual build fights. I lose track. I don't understand how people do that. Maybe it's just me having what I call the boomer zoomer brain, because I'm technically a zoomer, or Gen Z. I'm gonna try this. I'm technically a Gen Z, but I just don't get half of these like things like Fortnite building and stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. MK11, oh my god. It's so dumb. Wait, I got Deathblow on that. Rat. Give me SVT. Not working on it, but I'll take it. But let me think. What's another scenario? I went off track. What's another game? It's like, yeah, Fortnite. I will say I did try to record the most recent event, the Chapter 2 ending event. I didn't like it. It felt very lackluster and boring, and maybe it's just because I haven't been paying attention to the game, but it did not. I don't get what the hype was. It seemed very overhyped and just not great. I'll be in for the next one. I'm not banned anymore, so I'll actually play for the next one. And just in summary on why I got banned, I essentially tried to claim a Fortnite Galaxy skin back when I was still interested in the game. I tried to claim a Fortnite Galaxy skin. The skin was no longer technically in rotation, so when I claimed it, they thought I was trying to redeem an illegitimate code. I got banned, and up until basically August? No. September, I was banned, I think. I can't remember what day, year, month it was. But up until like September of this year, I basically have been banned. But they said they would give me a skin of what was equal value, and I got Marshmallow skin. So I at least have a skin to replace that. Next, I'll talk about the elephant in the room. Black Ops 3 Zombies Customs. There's real no excuse for it other than the Black Ops 3 Zombies community specifically have ruined Black Ops 3 for me. The constant like hate of anything that isn't Black Ops 3 is so depressing that I went from genuinely like thinking BO3's okay, like probably A or B tier, or probably like A tier Call of Duty in terms of like all around, to I legitimately don't like looking at the game on my stack of games because of the Zombies community specifically. And it's not no one in particular. It's just the zombies community in particular, at least, who constantly talk about how BO3 is best. There's no all the games after BO3 are horrible. Blah 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 blah. It's just they've just ruined it. It's still a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's still great. I have a lot of fond memories of BO3, but games like BO4, Cold War, World War II, Infinite Warfare. I've had, well, maybe not Infinite Warfare and World War II, but, like, I've had more memories on the newer Treyarch CODs. Hell, I've had more memories on Vanguard than, like, BO3 that have meant something to me. So, it's nothing against BO3. It's a great game. It's fun. When it's fun, it's very fun. Customs are great. It's the only thing keeping that game going right now. I will probably cover some of the custom maps and stuff like that. And also, I need to figure out how to run BO3 better, because one of the main reasons why I also stopped playing BO3 is the way it ran on my PC was nauseating. It was getting to the point where I was getting nauseous after sessions of playing BO3 customs off camera. On camera, it's even worse. There's a couple videos that I scrapped because I got so nauseous on camera that I legitimately, like, got up from my bed and started to puke. I legitimately got sick because of how bad BO3 runs on my computer. And it's got nothing to do with my computer. It's just more or less that BO3 was not optimized for PC. Or COD in general was not optimized for PC back then. And I just need to figure out how to make it run better in general. As well as it runs weird. It runs only on, like, one of the cores in your PC or something like that. But there's plenty of maps I want to play. Twitchy's new map that came out. Forgive me if I butcher the name, but it's like Die Something. It's a Christmas map that was made for Mad Gaz's Christmas map making contest. But there are so many maps that are genuinely seem interesting and I want to try out. But it's just I haven't been interested because of, in general, the game makes me nauseous and other issues. But just know I will come back to BO3 Customs at some point. And other games I just haven't played in a while, like, are just games I haven't been interested in, like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is kind of just dead. That's the only reason why I haven't been playing it. It's like, I like it. It's just kind of dead. Just in general, games like that, I just haven't played in a while. Overwatch. Yeah, that's a topic I might want to save for another video, but I'll just keep it simple that Blizzard is not a company I want to be supporting currently. And you're probably wondering why you're playing COD. It's not related to the lawsuit. It's related to something different outside of the lawsuit that I will not support Blizzard for. Don't get me wrong, the new Christmas event looks hella fucking fun. They finally gave Orisa a reindeer skin that I've been asking for since she came out. And it took them, I don't know how long, to do it, but they did it. And I don't know if I should be happy or upset.
I like what I got, but this always feels wrong.
But yeah. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. If I have insta-kill and I have Brimstone, they just die. Just explode from touch.
I'm coming after you.
But, yeah, there's a lot of games that I still want to, like, let me put it this way, right? Games like Overwatch, Hearthstone, I actually was planning on doing Hearthstone videos once I got my PC, but then Overwatch kind of, then Blizzard happened and did a lot of things I don't want to support outside of the lawsuit, and I decided not to do it. I might come back. I genuinely might at some point. I'm kind of just waiting for Overwatch 2, and I'm kind of waiting for them to do cross-play, or cross-progression, so I can play it on PC. Well, actually, I have crossplay. I haven't played with crossplay at all, so it's like that's what I was waiting for. So I guess I should come back. It's more or less the content style was Overwatch highlights. So it's like, I don't know how I would do it with how I have it now. Because I haven't played Overwatch since I had the PC. Let me just put it to you that way. I haven't played Overwatch since I had the PC. The last video I made on Overwatch was before the PC, I'm pretty sure. And if it wasn't, I didn't use PC to make it. So it'd be definitely very interesting to see. But yeah, there are plenty of games I want to play. There are plenty of them. I want to play a lot more games. Doki Doki Literature Plus, the side story stuff, that should be coming out within the start of next year. It might be a double uploaded thing alongside Halo 2, which I have said outright that unless something changes last minute, it will be with Corey co-op. Albeit as long as I would basically say, hey, we need to get like multiple episodes done a day, so that way I can make sure we have multiple episodes. That way, whenever we record, we're not basically behind. But like, I want to play more games. I do. I really do. It's just the motivation to play other games right now is very hard when it comes to the way not only the gaming community is, especially with Call of Duty, but yeah. That being said, I'm gonna do this last harvest, I think.
What are you looking for, soldiers?
Face only a bullet could love.
Here you will find only death.
End of the road, Boomschreier.
Actually, you know what? I feel confident with the next fill. Let's just do next fill. But yeah, I know this is kind of just more of a ranty video, but I really have nothing much else to talk about, really.
And they shoot back.
I've just been kind of depressed, really. That's kind of why. But
Special forces 9. I will not let you rest.
yeah, in fact, I just now realized I need to record Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Dread. So if you guys are watching this when this goes up, I'm either recording it. It's either been recorded or going to be recorded later tonight. Yeah, hopefully, again, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like. I'm actually gonna finish the Excel, don't worry.
Hey, special forces. Trying to
Yep. Literally, this was the main thing I came here for.
Dear Frau Sturmkrieger, I just killed your darling boy. I looked death in the eye and laughed.
Damn, this Brimstone Covenant's actually kind of good. Like, I don't want to say it's like OP, but it's like it does enough damage to where they like get stunned and staggered. So be interested to see how it works in boss fights and stuff.
I'm running circles around him.
Ooh boy.
No one will weep for you.
Fun. I've not had this one since my first game.
Challenge accepted, maggot brains.
Whew, that was almost bad.
Your head me so worried. Thank heavens you are safe. For now.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was more or less like a
Worked
ranty
hard for this.
type video,
I
but
deserve it.
yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. I mean, there is one other one I could talk about, but I forgot about it, and I want to end this video off, so yeah. Anyway, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, all that fun stuff. Please subscribe. I beg of you, please subscribe. So I want to hit like 500. I want to. Ideally, I want to hit 1K by the end of 2022. But I want to hit like 300 by the end of the year. And I know it's only December 16th, or as you guys are watching, the 17th. But I want to hit at least 300 by the end of the year. If not that, then I want to see it by my birthday, which is February 12th. And yeah, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, all that fun stuff. Subscribe, please subscribe. I beg of you, please just subscribe. Subscribe. Social media description: Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and just I just need you to subscribe. I just need you to subscribe. Okay? All right. You hear me? You hear me? Chat. I know you're not chat. You're not chat. Comment section. You hear me? I need you to subscribe.